Hi again, everyone. I'm the Cantankerous Collector. This is episode number 65. So I got this box in last week from Target, and I thought I would open it here. This will be a pretty quick video, but I found out that this figure was available on Target online, and so I wanted to grab one before it sold out. This is from the 1982 John Carpenter film, The Thing, starring Kurt Russell as R.J. MacReady. Ooh, yeah. Very cool packaging. That's it. They don't even send me a receipt. Look at that. So they've already done two MacReady figures with different outfits and accessories, and this one's the last stand. So this was when he loaded up with a bunch of his dynamite and stuff. This one is actually probably the best figure of all three, I think, that have come out. Really cool package design. I mean, I don't really collect for the packaging unless it's like Jaws, or unless it's a really, really cool package design. I'm going to open up both these. I'll probably keep one of the boxes, but these things are meant to be open, and I certainly am going to open these. And I usually buy multiples because this one comes with a few heads, and so you can pop heads and switch heads, and there's so many accessories. If you're really a big fan of the film and stuff, I think it's best to buy at least two of the figures. That way you can pose them in different situations and stuff. But very cool figures. Let's see what this looks like. So this has two heads and a bunch of really neat accessories. I don't know if you can see that very well. Yeah, Neca has done a great job on their figures. I mean, they've done so many different ones. They've done a Godzilla line. They had a great Planet of the Apes line that they killed because there just wasn't enough interest in it. You know me, I'm always screaming for Jaws figures. I would love to get Jaws figures this size with this type of detail and a bunch of accessories and stuff, but there's always license issues, and you've got to get the estate, or if the actor or actress is dead, you got to deal with their estate, and there's just a lot of stuff, and it sucks. But luckily, there's been a lot of actors and stuff that they'll license out their likeness, and I'm sure they get paid a pretty good amount of money. But it's just cool that they're receptive to a lot of us fans who want stuff like this. I've wanted figures from The Thing for many, many years. So it's really cool to get these. So, so the thing came out. It was released here in the States on June 25th, 1982. And I know I saw it in the theaters when it first came out, but I can't remember where or who I saw it with. But I know I saw it in the theater. Really liked it. I mean, it's a real creepy sci-fi horror type movie. It's kind of reflective of Alien, where, in Alien they're out in space, no one around, no one can hear you scream, and in The Thing they're in Antarctica in a base, and so they're both movies. The characters are isolated, and so it gives it a real kind of creepy feeling and stuff. And Kurt Russell was in this, of course, and geez, I don't know if this may have been the first time I ever saw Kurt Russell in a film. I don't know when he did before this film, but it did not do well in the theaters. I think it lasted just a couple weeks or so, and it didn't make much money, and apparently it got really bad reviews. I think John Carpenter, the director, said that even the sci-fi people didn't like it, the sci-fi fans and stuff. So, but there's a bunch of fans of it now, and it came out the same year E.T. came out. So, and I remember seeing E.T. in mid to late July of that year. Damn. These likenesses, it's tough to get a really good likeness on something like this that's so small. But it's close enough for me. I mean, I'm not gonna criticize this likeness. I think these look really good. These are really cool figures. God, the joints are really tight. I haven't had to deal with anything this tight since your sister. And got stuck for 10 minutes on the top of the Ferris wheel at the county fair. I'm anxious to get the other two figures out. It'll be fun to start displaying these. Neca's also producing a figure of the dog, the Alaskan Malamute that hosts the alien in the movie. And it comes with a bunch of the different, whacked out crazy formations that the alien takes throughout the movie. But they want like $60 for it, which is, it's getting crazy now. It's batshit crazy now. And I'll be honest, the pictures that are promoting the item don't look very good at all. So I don't know if I'm gonna get it or not. One of the cool things about these figures are the accessories, all the cool accessories. And so this one here, he's got a lot of Molotov cocktails here. 1, 2, 3, 4. A bottle, an empty bottle. He's got another, looks like another Molotov cocktail with is that a whiskey bottle? I don't know. He's got some hands and a couple of gloved hands. He's got 2 heads. He's got his cowboy hat. He's got a pistol. And a flare. He's got a lantern. And like a detonator box. So he's got a lot of cool things here. Darling, you're no different from the rest, baby. Okay. So, he's got some pockets. You can put some of these things in. Some of these Molotov cocktails that he's going to use to blow up the station. You know, I think it's a really great film, but the scene at the end really bugs me, where they find Blair, who's played by Wilford Brimley. He's been isolated, and spoiler warning, of course. So if you haven't seen it, don't watch this. But Blair's been isolated, and because he's been acting kind of strange. And when they go to get him, I think they were going to test him. They were going to test his blood, and they find out that he's been building a spaceship out of helicopter parts, and he's got a kind of it's kind of fabricated and stuff. I mean, it's not fully complete, but you get the idea. It looks like a spaceship, but it's kind of a miniature model. It's not huge, but I don't know. It's different. That scene is kind of. I'm not sure they needed that. It just seemed kind of odd that, even though by this point he's the alien. He's part of the alien or whatever, and he's probably got its intelligence and stuff. But I don't know, building a spaceship to fly with helicopter parts. I don't know. It just seemed. I always thought that was kind of strange. Not to piss on anyone's parade. I mean, I love the movie too, but I'm just throwing it out there. Darling, you're no different than the rest. Can't you see that it's love you really need? Take my hand and I'll show you what a love could be before it's too late. Mama don't want you. Daddy don't want you. Give it up, baby, baby. Mama can't buy you love. Mama don't want you. Daddy don't need you. Give it up, baby, baby. Mama can't buy you love. So his arm doesn't close really well to the side of his body with all this stuff in there. All of these Molotov cocktails. I think if I take this one out, his arm. Can't you see that it's love you really need? Take my hand and I'll show you what a love could be before it's too late. Mama don't want you. Daddy don't want you. Give it up, baby, baby. I don't know if I'll ever have the desire or need or ability to build like a kind of a diorama like thing to set these up in. Nothing too crazy, but I could probably do something, that looks like snow somewhere in the Antarctica. I assume this will probably be the last of the figures that NECA will be producing for the thing. I mean, who knows? Maybe they'll, you know, if sales are really good, who knows? They could probably add some extra accessories and re-release something. But I'm happy with this. I think this is cool. Great, it's great sculpting. Awesome sculpting. Very cool. There you have it. Who goes there? The R.J. MacReady figure from The Thing, 1982, produced by NECA. Uh, Another cool addition to my collection. So check my other episodes out, and my eBay store is Death by Buffalo. It's all one word. Check that out when you get a chance, and I will see you soon.